चैट we're live. Oh my god, यश तो ऑलरेडी है भाई, इतनी जल्दी आ गया. Thanks. एक सेकंड, जस्ट सेट अप स्ट्रीमिंग. we're not gonna code. आज हम इतना कोड नहीं करेंगे, मतलब लाइक इस स्ट्रीम पे स्पेसिफिकली, बिकॉज एक बहुत ही मस्त बुक आई है जो आई वांट टू लाइक रीड ऑन स्ट्रीम, बिकॉज मेरा एडीएचडी मेरे को इधर उधर भटक रहा है. तो आई वाज लाइक स्ट्रीम पे करूँगा देन एटलीस्ट लाइक दिमाग में रहेगा. तो भाई मेरे को अपनी आवाज़ कुछ नहीं दे रही है, बंद करो ये चैट, पॉप आउट चैट. 3. हाँ ग्रेट, हटा इसको. 3 पे आऊँ, लाइव चैट. तो मेनली पढ़ेंगे इसको, बिकॉज लाइक मतलब हाँ इसका लिंक, वेयर इज लिंक. और मतलब पढ़ेंगे इन द सेंस कि थोड़ी चीज़ें ट्राई आउट भी कर लेंगे, सो दैट विल बी फन. इसमें भेज देता हूँ, एक सेकेंड. नाइस. ओके, टाइम टू स्क्रीन शेयर. कैसे करते हैं? प्रोफेशनल स्ट्रीमर बाय द वे भाई. हाँ, एंटायर स्क्रीन. ऑल्सो डोंट माइंड अगर मैं लग रहा कि मैं सो के उठाऊँ, बिकॉज मैं टेक्निकली सो के ही उठाऊँ. ओके यस भाई. ओ बट मेरे को इतना छोटा अच्छा नहीं लगा पढ़ना. ठीक है, यू नो व्हाट, we can put this here. We can put chat later. Anyway, इधर से पढ़ लेंगे अगर पढ़ना है. Great. मैक्सिमम पानी लेकर आता हूँ और तब तक हल्का सा म्यूजिक, just little bit lo-fi good vibes. Also your squad, I'm seeing your tweets brother. क्या क्या सीख रहा है? Yes, nice. ठीक है, एक पानी लेकर आया. Also ज़्यादा पानी है, but let's see, good enough to start. All right, चलो भाई शुरू करते हैं. इसको बंद कर देते हैं. Yes, ठीक है. तो कॉन्टेक्स्ट दे देता हूँ कि बेसिकली बुक आई थी एक Node.js के मेंटेनर से, मेरे को नाम याद नहीं उसका, बट बेसिकली वो एंड एक ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल प्लेटफॉर्मिक करके उन्होंने बुक निकाली कि तुम Node.js को एंटरप्राइजेस में कैसे पढ़ सकते हो. तो वेरी फ्री है बुक बाय द वे डाउनलोड करने के लिए. तो दिस इज दैट कवर, वेरी वेरी फैंसी. तो वी जस्ट गोइंग टू सी. एंड इसका ये काफ़ी मेरे को अच्छा ऑलरेडी लगा राइट ऑफ द बैट, ये वाला पार्ट कि ईज़र टू रन हार्ड टू मास्टर. तो इसमें ऐसा करो जस्ट यू नो फॉर इनसाइट्स. ठीक है. एट प्लेटफॉर्म वी टेकन आवर एक्सपर्ट, ये तो पढ़ लिया. Book is a reflection of that mission, whether you're an engineering leader looking to streamline development workflow, a senior developer seeking to fine-tune your application performance, or a junior developer eager to develop your skills, this book will serve as a practical guide to master Node.js. ठीक है. Luca Nashi, I hope I did not butcher the name, started coding at the age of 6. Okay, dude. On a Commodore 64 by 8, he was writing C code and decided to dedicate his career pursuing his passion. भाई 8 साल से तुम crazy. Prior to co-founding Platformic, he founded and exited 3 companies and held nice, crazy, good dude. Oh हाँ, इस बंदे का tweet मैंने देखा. 15 years in software engineering, has thrown throughout open source community for all his work authoring Fastify web framework, the fast logger Pino. Oh, Pino logger है. Oh, मैंने देखा है ऑलरेडी. Crazy. Pino. Nice. तो Fastify का भी मैंने खोल के रखा है docs. हाँ. Is a member of Node.js technical steering committee and is an active open source author in the JavaScript ecosystem with modules he maintains being downloaded over 12 billion times per year. Per year. Not even 12 billion times, dude. Per year. Crazy. Yes, the road to Node.js. चलो अब actually में start करते हैं. Bringing JS to the server. ठीक है. Nice. Let's start. JavaScript is the most popular programming language globally, with over 98% websites using it for client-side programming. Initially developed by Netscape in 1995, JavaScript was confined to the web browser, but has since evolved into a versatile powerhouse, now driving everything from web application to server-side development. Crazy. Its adaptability and ubiquity uh, make JavaScript an ideal language for enterprise transformation. What is JavaScript? What is JavaScript, dude? ठीक है, one of the three core technologies used to develop websites. HTML provides structure, CSS styling, JavaScript has functionality and interactivity, enabling dynamic and engaging user experiences. Originally a client-side scripting language, JavaScript has grown into a key player in the server-side programming, in server-side programming, mobile app development, and even desktop applications. Its lightweight syntax and event-driven nature make it both easy to learn and highly effective in a variety of contexts, contributing to its widespread adoption. Has surpassed Java. Oh my god. Flash and other languages due to its open ecosystem. Crazy. JavaScript for the win. Bringing JavaScript since its release in 2009, Node.js has come a long way from being a simple niche technology. Today, it's an effective cornerstone for modern applications, including Walmart, LinkedIn, and Netflix mentioned has over 2 billion annual downloads. 2 billion annual downloads. Crazy. Crazy. Uh, Node.js is a free, open source, cross-platform JavaScript runtime environment that lets developers build servers, web apps, command line tools, and scripts. Its lightweight, event-driven architecture makes it particularly well suited for handling input-output heavy tasks such as web applications, APIs, and microservices mentioned by leveraging an event-driven method, which is event-driven meaning in Node is a design paradigm which the flow of the program is determined by the events, signals from external sources, or user actions. Interesting. Okay. By leveraging an event-driven non-blocking I/O model, Node.js enables applications to handle thousands of concurrent connections with minimal resource overhead. Okay. This scalability and efficiency makes Node.js an ideal choice for building high-performance data intensive data intensive. Bro, मेरे को कभी कभी लगता है जनरली मेरे को हल्का सा dyslexia है, हल्का सा. But anyway, for building high-performance data-intensive applications that can scale to meet the demands of modern enterprise environments at a fraction of time and cost of the previous at a fraction of the time and cost of the previous generation of technology such as Java or .NET, while striking a balance between performance and DevX, developer experience. This, coupled with its active and ever-growing open source community and the strong support from the OpenJS Foundation here. OpenJS Foundation, a modern home for JavaScript, a safe and modern home for the web, provides the widespread adoption and continued development of key JavaScript. Hey, it's pretty cool. I can become a member. I will become member, dude. As an organization, you can join leading vendors. Mm-hmm. Nice, dude. Types of membership. For organization who wish to directly participate in the business of the foundation, who wish to support, who wish to raise their visibility, for whose mission is substantially aligned. Go. भाई बंद हो गया. वो अभी इतनी जल्दी नहीं जाओ. Apply for individual, not bad. Unite around the most popular programming language that brings ठीक है. $25 per year participation के लिए. Oh. Per year. If you plan to take the Node.js or training courses or certification, you get a 10% discount, and JavaScript Landia pays for itself. Oh, Linux Foundation से. Bruh. Oh, okay. Maybe in the future, not just yet. Cool. Um, with OpenJS Foundation, which provides a neutral home for hosting, governing, and providing financial support for essential open source JavaScript projects. Oh wow, has made it a pillar of contemporary web development. Enter NPM, dude. 2010 को release हुआ. Crazy. What truly accelerated the adoption of Node was NPM, its built-in package manager, which provided a vast ecosystem of reusable JavaScript modules. Released in 2010, NPM allowed developers to access an ever-growing library of open-source packages, making it possible to build scalable and feature-rich applications with minimal setup. By the way, NPM की जो docs है actually pretty nice. Um, ये सारे जो points है इसके एक्चुअली काफी इंटरेस्टिंग है. आई थिंक मैं लास्ट पैकेजेस एंड मॉड्यूल्स का पढ़ रहा था कि स्कोप्स के बारे में. हाँ हाँ, ये पार्ट एक्चुअली बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग है कि तुम्हारे जो स्कोप वेरिएबल्स होते हैं, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल थोड़ा सा होता है ना कि एट लाइव ब्लॉक्स करके फॉर एग्जांपल या स्लैश एडिटर एग्जांपल दे रहा हूँ, इसको तुम npm इंस्टॉल करते हो, तो ये जो एट है ये एट वाला पार्ट ये बेसिकली स्कोप्ड है. और तुम्हारे स्कोप पैकेजेस या तो प्राइवेट या पब्लिक हो सकते हैं, बट अगर तुम्हारा अनस्कोप पैकेज है, फॉर एग्जांपल मार्स में जैसे अपना एक है, तो ये बाय डिफॉल्ट तुम्हारा पब्लिक पैकेज होता है. आई मीन अनस्कोप पैकेज आई थिंक सिर्फ पब्लिक हो सकता है. आई डोंट थिंक कोई प्राइवेट वो होता है. कहीं ना होगा. Unscope public, everyone. Yeah, there. Read the documentation, guys. Very interesting. So, anyway, enter NPM, released in 2010. NPM allowed developers to access an ever-growing library of open source packages, making it possible to build scalable and feature-rich applications with minimal setup. By the way, I have to keep track of food coming. 1 second. Where is it? देखना पड़ता है. Oh, 30 minutes, काफी टाइम. Prior to NPM, developers often found themselves constantly reinventing the wheel. Common functionalities needed to be built from scratch for every project, leading to wasted time and duplicated code. NPM fundamentally changed this paradigm by establishing a centralized repository for pre-written modular code components. These components, known as packages, encapsulate reusable functionality that developers can easily integrate into their applications. Nice. NPM uses from 2012 to... Whoa. Bhai, ये तो insane. Crazy. TypeScript, adding static types and structure to JavaScript. As JavaScript continued to grow in popularity, developers began encountering challenges with scaling large applications due to lack of strong typing. At this time, JavaScript was a disadvantage compared to statically typed languages like Java and .NET, which had deep integration with enterprise-grade IDEs like Eclipse and Visual Studio. Near one, by the way. JavaScript's dynamic typing did not provide enough metadata for advanced auto-completion and type inference, making it harder to scale in large projects. Recognizing this limitation, Microsoft developed TypeScript alongside Visual Studio Code to enhance JavaScript's developer's experience. JavaScript's developer experience. TypeScript brought stronger tooling, type safety, and maintainability, while Visual Studio Code provided built-in support for TypeScript, improving developer productivity through intelligent auto-completion and inline type checking. One of TypeScript's key advantages is its ability to introduce optional static typing, allowing developers to define variable and function types at compile time. This not only improves code validation, but also significantly enhances auto-completion, making development more efficient and less error-prone. Nice. Benefits of TypeScript are many benefits though, of course, yes. Rise of full-stack JavaScript. As Node.js matured, companies embraced its event-driven architecture, making it well-suited for real-time applications, APIs, and microservices. Meanwhile, the rise of JavaScript frameworks such as Express mentioned and Fastify helped streamline server-side development. Node.js कब release हुआ था? 2009. Node.js release 2009 क्या? Release date, I guess. 2009. Oh, nice. On the front end, the introduction of React 2013, and other modern frameworks accelerated the full stack JavaScript movement. Wow, React Node के बाद आया. Wow, crazy dude. Accelerated full stack JavaScript movement, further solidifying Node.js as the backbone of modern development. तो लोग API servers पहले बना रहे थे as compared to React लिख रहे थे. Crazy. This full stack shift made it possible to use JavaScript across the entire development stack, unifying development efforts and allowing developers to focus on delivering end-to-end solutions without needing to switch between multiple languages. At the time, JavaScript code that could execute on both the client and server was coined as isomorphic JavaScript by Charlie Robbins, co-founder and CEO of NodeJS. Damn. The ecosystem surrounding full-stack JavaScript, bolstered by the NPM package manager, allowed developers to access reusable modules and frameworks, accelerating development even further. Benefits of using Node. Okay. Nice. Node.js usage and growth. According to the 2024 Stack Overflow survey, Node.js is the most used technology. By Node.js, React, and उसके बाद jQuery, जो JavaScript basically पुराने ज़माने में document.getElement में ID I think नहीं होता था, तो jQuery basically ये problem solve करता था. हाँ, things like HTML, document traversal and manipulation, event handling easier. तो Next.js, Express, Angular, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, top 6 JavaScript here. तो ये भी JavaScript है भाई, crazy. The widespread adoption can be attributed in larger part to the powerful synergy between Node.js itself and the NPM registry. This duo has revolutionized the way developers approach software creation by tackling a major hurdle, software usability at a massive scale. Wow. Crazy. It changed the game for developers by reducing redundancy, accelerating development, and fostering an environment of collaboration and shared knowledge. This made Node.js not only a tool for small scripts, but a robust framework for building large-scale production-ready applications. Node.js sees a whopping 130 million downloads every month. However, it's important to understand what this number includes. A significant portion of these downloads are actually headers. These headers are temporary files downloaded during the npm I command to compile binary add-ons. Once compiled, the add-ons are stored on your system for later use. Oh, kya? A significant portion of these downloads are actually headers. These headers are temporary files downloaded during the npm I command to compile binary add-ons. Once compiled, the add-ons are stored on your system for later use. Okay. I will ask this to Gemini, by the way. आजकल हम Gemini use कर रहे हैं because long context जो भी इसका use है. Help me understand this through a tale. By the way, ये मैंने पीजी के एक दोस्त से सीखा कि वो बेसिकली ऐसे सीखता है कि या तो एक स्टोरी या टेल के थ्रू बताओ मेरे को कुछ समझ, मेरे को किसी चीज़ को समझने के लिए एक स्टोरी या टेल के थ्रू समझाओ टाइप्स. Anyway, basically, help me understand this through a short tale regarding Node. It got like 130 million downloads per month. Very useful, by the way. The tale wala thing. Once upon a time in the bustling city of Codeville lived a friendly giant named Node. He was incredibly popular, and every month over 130 million visitors would come knocking on his digital door. The townspeople would often marvel at his popularity, wondering what made him so sought after. Now, among these visitors were many diligent helpers called headers. These headers weren't looking to stay for long. Instead, they were on a special mission. Whenever someone needed a particular strong and sturdy tool, let's call them binary builders, Node would call upon these headers. The headers would arrive carrying blueprints and temporary materials. They would work tirelessly alongside Node, using these temporary resources to construct binary builders. Once the builders were complete and ready to use, the headers would pack up the blueprints and temporary materials and move on to the next task. The binary builders, however, would stay put in the town's workshop, your computer system, ready to be used whenever needed. So while Node saw a massive number of visitors each month, many of them were these temporary headers जो आते थे अपने binary builders बनाने को. Even though the headers didn't stick around, their quick visits were essential for Node to provide the powerful tools that made him so beloved. Okay. That the townspeople eventually understood that while the number of visitors was impressive, it included these fleeting helpers who played a crucial role in Node's success, and so Node continued to welcome many monthly visitors, both temporary helpers and the permanent users. Got it. So सिर्फ users नहीं होते जो install कर रहे हैं, but ये जो binary builders का जो है binary add-ons कहाँ गया इसके लिए. Now what is a binary add-on here exactly? Um, 21 minutes. In our tale, the binary builders represent binary add-ons in the real world of NodeJS. These are essentially pieces of software, often written in lower programming languages like C, C++, that can be integrated with your JavaScript code running in NodeJS. Think of them like specialized tools that your JavaScript code might need to perform. Whoa. Think of them like specialized tools that your JavaScript code might need to perform certain tasks more efficiently, or to interact with the underlying operating system in ways that JavaScript alone can't easily do. Binary has been compiled into a format that your computer's processor can directly understand and execute, unlike JavaScript, which is often interpreted and just-in-time compiled. Binary code is already in machine language. This usually leads to they are not part of the core Node.js runtime, but are added on as needed to extend its capabilities. The headers are temporary files used. Okay, wait. Remember the headers carrying blueprints and temporary materials. When you install Node.js package that includes a binary add-on using npm install, the system often needs to compile the C code into a binary specific to your operating system. Whoa. The system often needs to compile the C code into a binary specific to your operating system and hardware. The headers are like the necessary files and instructions that the compiler needs to understand C code and build the final executable binary add-on. Okay. Once the compilation is done, these temporary headers are no longer needed. So in essence, binary add-ons are pre-compiled pieces of code that enhance the capabilities of your Node.js application. Often, so if I install any library, these add-ons get added. No, not every library you install will include binary add-ons. In fact, the vast majority of Node.js libraries are entirely written in JavaScript. Binary add-ons are only needed in specific situations, primarily when a library requires high performance for certain tasks. Compiled code can often run faster. Access to low-level system APIs. If a library needs to interact directly with the operating system or hardware in ways that Node.js standard JavaScript APIs don't allow, it might use a binary add-on. Wrapping existing, got it. Graphic images processing, cryptography, database connectors, system utilities, scientific computing. How can you tell if a library uses binary add-ons? In the installation process for a library that includes a binary add-on, you might see the output related to compiling code. This often involves tools like NodeJS, which is used to build native Node add-ons. You might see messages like building. If it lists dependency like NodeJS or native build tools, it's a strong indicator that it uses binary add-ons. Okay. If I had to make a library that would require a binary add-on, what kind of library would I make and how would I go about developing it? Can I use Go, by the way? um, for making this library. If you were to create a Node.js library requiring a binary add-on, you'd likely be aiming for one of the following types. Types of library that performance critical algorithm, system level utilities, hardware interaction, wrappers around, okay, advanced cryptography. How about how to go about pun intended? The most common and well supported ways to create Node.js binary add-ons is using C or C++. Here's a general outline of the development process. Understand Node.js add-on APIs. Oh, okay. The modern development approach is using an API, Node.js API for. तो basically Node.js से अपने से देता है ना. Oh wow. Oh C++ add-ons. अरे pretty cool यार. एक बार Node.js के documentation के भी थ्रू जाएंगे proper. मतलब मैं तो जाऊँगा ही. For building native add-ons, it is independent from the underlying JavaScript and is maintained as part of the Node.js. As part of Node.js itself, the API will be an application binary interface. अरे ये तो अपने blockchain में भी आता है. Wow. Stable across versions of Node.js, it is intended to insulate add-ons from charges in the underlying JavaScript engine and allow modules compiled for one major version to run. The ABS stability guide provides a more in-depth explanation. Hey, ये तो C++ ही है. Or C++, I think string और ये. Nice. We might try this one day. Node.js node buffer. Crazy भाई. libuv से ही तो Node.js asynchronous अपना करता है. Nice. Very very nice. Good understanding भाई. I know अगर just तो भी है. Oh, bro, you planning or interested in exploring AI agents? हाँ भाई, I am तो मतलब बनाना ही है मेरे को. In fact, Agno मैंने try करा था बीच में. इनका कोई workshop था. तो क्या कहते हैं? Basically Agno का ये करा था. But tell me more, brother. I know you've been exploring. Hey, nice. एक second. Just 1 second. भाई. Okay. But by the way, क्या बना रहे हो AI agents में? Building. Unlike node modules, and modules written in JavaScript, developing blah blah blah. Okay. Oh, damn. NodeJip is a build system based on JIP Next, fork of Google's JIP tool, and comes bundled with npm JIP, and therefore NodeJip requires Python to. Okay, dude. CMake.js is an alternative build system based on CMake. Wow. Wow. Crazy. Travis C I mentioned. I will go through Node.js end to end, dude. Okay, anyway, coming back to topic. समझ में आ गया थोड़ा बहुत like. Oh, एक second और है. Write your C++ code, create a binding or JIP. वापस आ गया. Written in Python-like syntax. Write JavaScript bindings. You'll need JavaScript code in your library to load the compiled .node file. ठीक है, 12 minutes और stream करेंगे. Just basically kind of it is not as directly supported with Go. ठीक है, fair. Oh, C Go. Yeah. Nice. Okay, anyway, coming back. Downloads by operating system. Linux, लिनक्स वो वो हेडर्स तो ठीक है. सन ओएस क्या है? वाओ. तो सन माइक्रो सिस्टम्स इन्होंने तो जावा डेवलप करा था नहीं? Who made नहीं Oracle या Sun Microsystems? अरे भाई हाँ, at Sun Microsystems. Dude, pretty cool. Remembering things. Linux great. Windows ने overtake करा हुआ है. SRC, OS X. Wow. I mean, I think ज़्यादा developers Windows use करते हैं as compared to Linux, तो इसलिए. But headers का तो crazy भाई. So yeah, Node.js binaries download. Looking at the downloads, Linux is at the top. What? मेरे आंखें खराब है क्या? Linux ये है, कहाँ है टॉप ऑफ द लीडर बोर्ड भाई? Windows नहीं जीत रहा. Okay. Linux is at the top of the leaderboard. Okay, dude. और इसमें also ये भी काउंट होगा ना तुम्हारे सारे जो क्लाउड के VMs है, क्योंकि उसमें तुम नोड इंस्टॉल करते हो अपने चलाने के लिए. Very interesting. Very interesting. This makes sense because Linux is often the preferred choice for continuous integrations. Oh, of course, the automated testing. मतलब तुम्हारे CI/CD pipelines की भी installations count हो रहा है. Because तुम्हारे उसमें setup नोड करना होता है ना. For example, अगर बैकग्राउंड मीटअप्स का मैं दिखाऊँ repository, इसमें जो मैंने एक बिल्ड चेक करने के लिए करा है, इसमें सेटअप नोड का एक्शन तो आता है, तो तुम्हारे रनर उसमें भी. Damn, did not think about that. While Linux dominates CI, OSs often perform additional tests on Windows for good measure. This trend of high downloads translates to real usage. In 2021, there were 30 million downloads of Node.js binaries. That number jumped to 50 million in 2024. Wow. In 2023, Node.js image on the Docker Hub received 800 million downloads, providing valuable insights into how much Node.js is used in production. Best practice for Node.js maintenance. एक पता है एक और बुक है, Go for DevOps, जो मेरे को लेना है, but उसका मैंने प्राइस देखा and I was like, वो, oh नहीं, ये तो कुछ और है. बुक ये वाली, बच्चे apparently 3000 की है. Oh wait, what? Oh नहीं, 98765 1234 का है. वो Go for DevOps published by Packard. If you feel this is the book for you, chapter 1 to 16. Okay. Download a free PDF. Proof of purchase. What? Oh, if you have purchased from any. Okay. Packet print. देखते हैं कौन से बुक्स है. Oh, okay, crazy. Anyway, coming back. Best practices for Node.js maintenance. Many developers and teams are unintentionally putting their application at risk by not updating Node.js. Here's why staying current is crucial. Node.js offers a long-term support schedule to ensure stability and security for critical applications. However, versions eventually reach their end of life, meaning they no longer receive security patches. Don't you get like NVM list remote का ऑप्शन जिसमें हमारा ग्रेप वो आता है? क्या हो गया? NVM क्या मैंने गलत यूज करा था? Isn't it list remote? हाँ. grep list nvm lts। भाई मेरे पे इंस्टॉल मत कर देना। nvm list, हाँ ये आई थिंक मेरा है, नहीं nvm list remote, क्या नाम है list remote। Okay, that is not what I thought। Ashton, LTS, no colors, NVM grep remote, NVM grep list, when listing only show, okay, okay। I think cloud scripts में मैंने डाला ये cloud scripts, नहीं is it not, मैं इसमें तो डाउनलोड करता है, okay then, ठीक है। This leaves applications built with these outdated versions vulnerable to attacks। तो मैं अभी क्या कर रहा हूँ, इसको अगर मुझे कहीं पे लिखना है, let's say here, whoa, भाई AI agents कुछ तो कर रहा था मैं, yeah, hey Bangalore Beachups wins by the way, anyway, NodeJS for and क्या होगा enterprises, hey क्या होगा best practices for NodeJS maintenance, best practices for maintenance is spelling got weird by the way, like TEN, why not TAIN, Sweet version update up to date, yes, okay, I mean basic चीज़ है but like just in case तुम भूल ना जाओ। While unfortunately we see many developers using depreciated versions of Node, this is good news. Updating Node is easy. The recommended approach is to upgrade every 2 LTS releases. Oh, okay. Recommended update every 2 LTS releases. For instance, if you are currently on Node 16, which is no longer supported, you should migrate to the latest LTS active version, which is currently Node 22. हम ना क्या है? Node 20 पे होना। Don't let outdated software expose your application to security threats. Okay. Use the latest LTS version. Install the. How to list all node versions in LTS। एक कोई कमांड था nvm list, ls remote, ये थोड़ी है, ओ यही है, ओ लेटेस्ट LTS ये है, और मैं इस पे हूँ आयरन पे 20.9 नो 20.15, ओ तो मैं इस पे कर सकता हूँ ना, nvm use nvm install, चल अपडेट करते हैं, गुड टू नो। NodeJS governance. NodeJS core collaborators maintain the NodeJS GitHub repo. The GitHub team for Node.js core collaborators is at Node.js/core collaborators. Collaborators are ठीक है npm use boom done. Um, nice, cool dude. Um, both collaborators and non-collaborators may propose changes to the Node.js source code. The mechanism to propose such a change is a GitHub pull request. Okay, two collaborators must approve um, a pull request before the pull request can land. One collaborator approval is enough if the pull request has been open for more than 7 days. Approving a pull request indicates that the collaborator accepts responsibility for the change. Approval must be from the collaborators who are not authors of the change. If a collaborator opposes a proposed change, then the change cannot land. If the exception is if the TSC votes to approve the changes despite the opposition, usually involving the TSC is unnecessary. Often the project is governed by technical steering committee, which is responsible for high-level guidance on the project. I have a bad use. Okay. Technical what? Steering committee. Yeah. Nice. The open source and open governance advantage. The open source and open governance nature of Node.js provides significant advantages for enterprise teams. Unlike proprietary vendor-locked solutions, Node.js is not just open source; it's also community-driven, meaning users. I don't know if bike ke awaaz sunai di ki nahi. Very annoying, by the way. It is also community-driven, meaning users have a responsibility to contribute back to the ecosystem rather than just benefit from it. Flexibility and customization, innovation, sustainability through the open governance, fast innovation, long-term, yes. Transparent decision making, building, not just consuming, the responsibility of open source users. While enterprises benefit from the extensive community-driven enhancements, bug fixes, and libraries, they also have a responsibility to contribute back. Simply consuming software without contributing, often called open source vampirism, can weaken the ecosystem over time. Okay, yes. Enterprises should sponsor. ये actually काफी अच्छा है. Sponsor contributors and or maintainers to support sustainability. I think NodeMailer का जो बंदा है, like I think उसको कुछ तो था कि इतना like इससे रिगार्डिंग न्यूज़ था कि काफी जो एंटरप्राइजेस है उन्होंने NodeMailer को बस अपने उसमें डाल दिया है एंड खुद के NodeMailer बेसिकली ऐसे करा है एंड उसमें ऊपर पेड प्रोडक्ट्स करे बट काफी उसका शेयर NodeMailer के क्रिएटर को नहीं जाता. तो good, this is good in general. Share improvements by contributing code back to the community. Engage in governance by participating in discussions and decision making. Thriving community and global talent pool. The open source model attracts a diverse global developer community, providing enterprises with access to a wide talent pool. Node.js developers often demonstrate strong problem-solving skills and collaborative mindsets, making them valuable assets for any engineering team. By embracing both open source and open governance, enterprises not only gain technical advantages but also contribute to the long-term health of the ecosystem. Okay, I think 8 second voice. Great. हाँ मुझे भी आई बाइक की नॉइस. ओह अच्छा, माय बैड जी. मतलब माय बैड क्यों बोला, मैंने बाइक थोड़ी चलाई. एनीवे, तो गुड स्ट्रीम एक्चुअली. 1 घंटा होने वाला है, खाना आ गया तो 5 मिनट और करते हैं. आई थिंक कहाँ तक एटलीस्ट स्ट्रीम पे पढ़ने का, हाँ ठीक है, ये इधर तक पढ़ते हैं. Where हाँ, by embracing both open source and open governance, enterprises not only gain technical advantages but also contribute to the long-term health of the ecosystem, a win-win for both businesses and developer community. Node.js usage in enterprise settings, dude. In today's business landscape, large enterprises are constantly seeking ways to improve agility, scalability, and performance while keeping an eye on costs. Open source technologies are increasingly attractive for their cost effectiveness, flexibility, and access to a vast collaborative developer community. Here's a glimpse into the diverse industries leveraging financial services. Amex Node.js use कर रहे हैं? Wow, real-time analytics. Crazy. E-commerce, ठीक है, media and Netflix mentioned. Okay, interesting. Concurrent usage of facility. Social media. कौन सा social media भाई? Logistics and transportation. Ride-hailing apps like Uber leverages Node.js to manage real-time location tracking and route. Wow, वो पता है नमायात्री का जो location tracking service है वो Rust में लिखा हुआ है. Rust mentioned. An efficient rider-driver matching. Node.js facilitates smooth information exchange between various parts of the platform, ensuring a seamless user experience. Nice. A top-tier web experience is essential across industries from banking to e-commerce. Modern businesses rely on full-stack frameworks powered by JavaScript on the server, making Node.js a necessity for staying competitive. Below the short checklist of key considerations you should factor in when adding Node.js to your stack. Analyze organizational readiness. Assess the readiness of your development team to adopt Node.js. Determine whether developers have the necessary skills and expert to work with Node.js, or if additional training and evaluate the performance and security implications of adopting Node.js. Assess potential performance bottlenecks and security vulnerabilities, and develop strategies to mitigate these risks. Plan changes. Develop a comprehensive strategy that outlines the steps involved in adding Node.js to your stack. Consider factors such as project timelines, blah blah blah. Got it. Establish monitoring and support mechanisms. Implement monitoring and support mechanisms to ensure stability and reliability of Node.js applications. Establish clear communication channels. Got it. Ensure you are safeguarding your code. The power of modularity in Node.js comes with the responsibility ensuring the security of your application's building blocks, the module. Modern Node.js applications rely heavily on third-party modules from sources like NPM. While these modules offer a wealth of functionality, they also introduce potential vulnerabilities into your application if compromised. To safeguard, it's essential to incorporate security best practices, such as using dependency scanning tools like Sync, NPM Audit, and Socket. Sync. Wow. Okay. Also NPM Audit, हाँ, मैंने काफी बार सुना है इसका. Watchdogs mentioned. Secure your code as it's written. Avoid vulnerable dependencies. Sync container. Keep your base images secure. Wow, यार काफी मस्त है ये तो. Nice. Good to know. Okay, चलो इधर तक पढ़ लिया. We will stream later. Oh. I'm running a basic web server. Okay, I think इधर से like मैं start करूँगा पढ़ना अपने उस पे. But good stream. मेरा भी खाना आ गया bro. चल आराम से खाते हैं. Thanks for joining. End stream. चलो bye bye.